And we are back with another episode of Straight Out the Lou. As always, I'm Dylan, joined by Luke and Chris. And today, on March 18th, the day before March Madness, we have a March Madness preview. And in the middle of free agency, we have a little bit of an NFL free agency recap. And last night, the Celtics dropped a game to the Cleveland Cavaliers. We will talk about that a little bit as well. All right, guys, for our March Madness preview, we're going to talk about some sleeper teams, some matchups that could potentially be upsets in the first round, and then we're going to let you guys know who we have in the Final Four. All right, Luke, you want to get us started here?
Yeah, I'm going to get us started here with a look at the West bracket, around the 64, of course. We got the UC Santa Barbara going up against Creighton in the 12-5 matchup. And this is an interesting matchup here because you got the point guard for USCB's great player. Puts the ball in the
USCB, great school.
UCSB. Who's going to the Sweet 16. They got a great point guard. They shoot the three ball well. They rebound well. They got a good team. Creighton, relies on the three a lot. I like that upset. And I'm looking at this Ohio-Virginia game. Virginia, a team that hasn't practiced in a long time. And, they're going to be flying in Friday night. They play Saturday. And, I'm leaning towards Ohio there. They got another great point guard, Preston. Guy can score the basketball. Showed against Illinois and their overrated point guard, Donacinamo. Overrated.
Give me a break.
Overrated. Oberrated.
There you go.
Overrated point guard.
He's one of the best players in the country.
Got cooked by.
I think he's first team All-American.
And Preston should be first team All-American then, because this guy is a bucket. You're going to fill it up against Virginia, who literally struggles very much with the basketball in their possession. They're a brutal offensive team. Look for Ohio to take advantage of that.
Yeah, one thing about that UCSB game, they haven't played a top 75 team all season.
Do you know how much I care about your opinion?
It wasn't an opinion, that's a fact.
Your fact. Do you know how much I care about that fact?
That's my opinion!
Obviously not.
They're dancing. They're dancing. As long as they're dancing,
they're
one of the top 64 teams in the nation.
I think they're overseeded. Anyways, my upset
I think Illinois is overrated.
Okay.
They beat UC Irvine by double digits.
That's right.
In their championship game.
UC Irvine.
That's a solid team. They were a good team. They made a little bit of a run last year.
They won 1-1 in the tournament last year.
They won a top 75. Now actually went 0-0 in the tournament last year.
Oh, because they didn't have a tournament last year.
Anyways, my upset here that I want to talk about is Purdue and North Texas.
That's just a horrible take.
North Texas in their championship game upset.
What are you talking about?
Upset Western Kentucky, who has a lottery pick big guy, Charles Bassey, who's 6'11", and they made him go 3 for 12. And he's had a monster year. Purdue lives on the inside with Zach Edey and Trevion Williams. I think North Texas will be able to stunt them there, and they'll win this game. It'll be in the low 50s probably, because North Texas is a great defensive team.
It's North Texas. What's their team called again?
The Mean Green.
The Mean Green. That's right. That's right. The Mean
That's
Green.
right.
I don't like that one. Here's one I do like though. Tonight we got Michigan State and UCLA playing. Winner of that game goes and plays BYU. They'll go on and lose to Texas next round. But UCLA, they're going to upset. And then another team, I don't know how you guys didn't mention this one. I know you're hot on this one. I think you're somewhat hot on it. Georgetown,
that's right.
12-5 matchup against Colorado. They've won their last 5, won the Big East.
That's right, go Hoyas.
It's a rolling team. It's a team that's going to roll through Colorado and then continue to roll through Florida State, a very subpar team that I am not impressed with at all on either end of the floor.
I think Colorado wins that game by a record margin.
Why?
Why?
They just lost to Oregon State.
I understand, but I think they're just a stereotypical tournament team that does really well in the tournament because of how well they shoot free throws and how efficient they are on offense.
They looked very piss poor on offense against.
That's a meaningless game.
Yeah, for a title in their conference, I don't know about that.
It was the conference. It was the conference tournament, and they wanted to help the conference out and give Oregon State a bid because the Pac-12 needed more bids.
No.
Nope, they wanted to win the conference championship because that's the goal going into
Oregon
the year.
already won the conference championship.
They didn't win the conference championship.
Yes, it is.
No, they didn't.
On the Pac-12 championship trophy, it goes for the regular season. It says Pac-12 champion.
They have 2 trophies.
Yeah, and then it says Pac-12 tournament champion. I'm just going by what it says on the trophy.
I actually didn't know that.
It's the same in every power
Then
conference.
already
except for the
Pac-12
ACC.
regular season champ. Because that's
No, it says Pac-12 champion.
Oh well, they're the regular season champs.
Well, that's just not
They're
what
the regular season
not
champs.
what it is.
Are they not the regular season champs?
They are, but they are the Pac-12 champions.
No, they're not. Because they didn't win the tournament.
That's how
they did not win
the tournament doesn't
They did
matter.
not win the
Why does the
tournament.
whole season go away for?
Why does
one
the tournament
game
not
playoffs?
matter?
The tournament only matters to teams like Oregon State and Georgetown
No,
who are
it's a
trying to
joke.
get tournament
That's
bids.
a joke. Your goal is to win the tournament.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to win.
I mean, no, I'm not saying nobody wanted to win, but I'm saying
That's what you
Oregon
keep.
State.
That's what you actually keep saying, actually, Chris.
No, I'm
Because you keep
saying-
saying it doesn't matter.
Well, let's.
So-
Yeah, if it doesn't matter, then why would you want
let's
to win?
use
So
this
Chris,
example.
Tomino as a head coach here would just come in and be like, "All right, guys, this game doesn't matter.
It's like
Let's
Mullen.
go."
He's like Mullen. He's like Mullen on
It's
the
like
football field.
Dan Mullen.
Yeah, he's like Mullen.
Let's
Great
take this
comparison.
BC UMass Lowell game for example last night.
No, let's
B-
not take that
BC
game.
had already placed their bid.
You know what? That's enough out of you.
Well,
That's
fine,
enough.
we
That's
can
enough.
move on then,
No,
'cause
that's
you
enough.
clearly don't want to talk about this.
That was not.
His skate was over the line.
He was-
His skate was over the line. And that's why they called the goal off for BC, and that's why BC lost. Gave up 3 goals in a row against University of Massachusetts Lowell in their tournament.
UMass Lowell needed the game more. That's what I was going to say. BC didn't really need that game at all. They're still a 1 seed in the hockey NCAA tournament.
They're a very gritty team.
Yes.
Lowell, I
Yeah,
think.
No,
absolutely.
they're pretty bad actually.
If you're into hockey tournaments, that's a team to put your money on going into the
Oh, yeah?
the big national tournament. Yeah, I know we have a more important tournament here because no one cares about hockey. But if you do somehow care about hockey, UMass Lowell, team to ride on.
I agree.
They're not in the tournament.
They're going to win tonight.
They're gonna win tonight. Yeah,
They
because this tournament.
don't play till Saturday.
Doesn't
so
matter.
I'd love
Well,
to
they're
see how
gonna win tomorrow.
I'd love to see how they're going to win tonight. I'd love to see how they're going to win tomorrow too, because tomorrow's Friday.
Whatever,
so.
Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. No. They stink. This team is a horrible. They are not good. They got bailed out, and they also got bailed out by a fake New Englander, Spencer Knight.
Yeah, how many goals did they score on your friend Spencer?
I'm a friend. He's pretty bad. He had a horrible game. All we can hope for is that he bounces back, just like he did in the World Junior Championships when they
How
played
many goals
Russia
did
and
he
gave
give
up
up?
4 goals. He gave up 6 goals. You know, it's not funny. It's really not funny. It was a tough night. It was a tough night.
Okay, back to the tournament that matters here, the one that is entertaining to watch. Who do you guys have in your Final Four?
Yeah, I got Gonzaga, Michigan, Baylor. It's not funny. And Oklahoma State. Those are my Final Four teams. It's not funny.
Oklahoma State? Okay.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either. I don't know about Michigan either,
Neither
without
do I.
Livers. But good team all year. They've proven themselves all year.
What are you laughing at?
You.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, all right. I'll give you mine. We got Texas making a run here, coming out of the East. Michigan's losing to LSU
Yep.
in the round of 32. So from there, we have Texas beating Alabama and then going on to beat LSU as LSU beats Georgetown. So Texas makes it to the Final Four out of the East there. And then Ohio State and Illinois round out my Final Four. And then, Chris, I'll send it to you here.
Yeah, out of the West, I have Iowa. I think they're going to beat Gonzaga because Gonzaga hasn't played a good team in 3 months.
Chris, because I just don't want to pick Gonzaga because they're not in the Big Ten.
Well, listen, I have
Literally you.
I have a Big 12. I have 2 Big 12 teams
Big
here.
12 in there because I also love Baylor because they play great basketball.
They do
Even
play
though
great
they
basketball.
lose all the time.
Although that's not the team I'm going to next. We're going to Texas next. They're a very experienced team. I agree with Dylan on that one.
They're
It's a great
experienced
pick.
at losing.
Listen, they're very experience matters in the tournament. We've seen that before.
Well, they just won some meaningless games last week, so
They
they're
did.
Not, they're not
This
prepared.
is true. They did win some meaningless games last
They're
week.
just not
They beat
prepared.
Ohio State or Oklahoma State in a pretty good game.
That was a
Barn
good
burner.
game.
That was a good game. That's a prove yourself win there over Cade Cunningham and his squad for sure.
Sure. Baylor and I have Illinois, and I have Illinois winning the whole thing. I think they're just the most complete team in the country.
Yeah, that's who I have as well. Illinois winning it all over Gonzaga. Who do you got?
Gonzaga
Gonzaga
is the only right answer here over Baylor in the national championship game.
No.
Yes.
No.
So
Yes.
you just criticized me for having Baylor in the Final Four, and
Yes,
they said they're going to
yes,
go to the championship
I did.
game.
I did just criticize you for that because you're not consistent with anything.
What do you mean I'm not consistent?
You're not consistent with any of your arguments. It's
You're the one
ridiculous.
who just wasn't consistent, though.
You know, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. We're talking about UMass Lowell and BC. This is
You got all
ridiculous.
distracted.
This is not funny. This is not funny. That hurt last night. That game hurt.
What hurt more,
That game.
that or whatever the second worst or other worst sports thing ever?
Patriots Super Bowl against the Eagles.
Yeah, Patriots Super Bowl against the Eagles.
No.
Which hurt more?
Probably the BC hockey.
The
game.
BC hockey game in the Hockey East tournament
You know,
hurt more than the Patriots losing to the Eagles.
You know, recency bias, but you know, it was a tough defeat. Yeah, I get up 4. We got 4-1.
4-1 choke.
5 minutes left. 4-1.
Wait, 5 minutes
I
left in
know.
the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. At least we have the Bruins. They're a great team.
So
Actually, yes, the Bruins losing to the Blackhawks, that's the worst. And,
It's great
and
to have
Game 7,
it's
and
great
then
to
the
have
hockey
March
is
Madness back. It's great to have the tournament back. We all love the tournament. Look for those upsets, definitely. And those Final Four predictions, at least one of them is going to be right. I got faith in that. So this week, NFL free agency got started. The Patriots dropped the most guaranteed money in free agency history
That's
within
right.
the first 3-4 days of free agency.
That's right.
They got Nelson Aguilar on a 2-year deal, I believe. Kendrick Bourne, Matthew Judon. They got that guy from Philadelphia, the DB. Made some other pickups as well. What do you guys like about what the Patriots have been doing? Or do you like what the Patriots have been doing?
I love what the Patriots have been doing at every single position outside of the quarterback position. I'm very excited and thrilled for us to improve from 7-9 to 8-8 this season. It's going to be a big step up, for us to win 8 games this year. I mean, it's going to take a team effort, and everybody's going to have to be able to do their job. Unfortunately, our quarterback doesn't know how to do his job because he sucks, and he can't throw a football. He's better than one player, Justin Herbert, and then at the quarterback position.
Correct.
And, the moves have been great. They've made outside of quarterback. But when you have a quarterback that has disability throwing the ball, which is his job, so, I mean, we might have to explore different options that maybe start him at running back, fullback, tight end. But, Cam's just not going to play. He's not going to play quarterback because this team's a joke. And we're going to be 8-8, one game higher than 7-9 from last season. An improvement.
Yeah, I agree with Luke. I mean, I like the moves, but it just doesn't matter because Cam Newton's playing quarterback. But yeah, I'll tell you what, it's gonna be a thrill winning one more game.
That's right.
Next year. But
Yeah, keep going.
listen, Cam Newton, as Luke said, he's the 31st best quarterback in the NFL.
That's right, out of the starters.
Yes, and he is just, the guy can't throw the ball.
I actually moved up to 30 today because Trubisky's no longer a starter.
Oh, so who are you going to put behind him?
The Red Rocket.
Oh, no, I'm putting Dalton ahead of him.
Yeah, they went 6-10 last year.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah, flip a coin.
Yeah, but anyways.
Tied for 30th.
Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry, good signings. Although they're not going to be able to get the ball because Cam's just going to throw it to the ground. Same thing with Aguilar and Bourne. But I do like the Matthew Judon signing. I think that was needed because the front seven was a huge problem last year.
And Hightower's returning.
Hightower's returning. They got the nose tackle from the Dolphins. I like those signings more than anything on offense. Yep. Because they need a quarterback.
I'm fired up to watch a lot of games. 10-7, 9-7,
Absolutely.
6-13.
We'll be throwing back football about 100 years.
That's right. We're gonna put on some leather helmets. We're gonna hit some guys.
Yep.
Luke, we were just talking today about potential for Cam not to be the starter in New England.
That's
this
right.
season. So, 2 scenarios. The first scenario, which we were speaking of earlier, would be a 3-team trade. I think this is very plausible. Very plausible. So, the Niners send Jimmy and a first rounder. Is that what we settled on? A first rounder?
I think just Jimmy.
Just Jimmy?
Just Jimmy.
They send just Jimmy over to New England. New England sends Gilmore and a first?
Nope, a second.
A second to Houston. And then Houston sends Deshaun to San Francisco. San Francisco sends Fred Warner and 2 first-round picks back to Houston.
See, again, I just don't like that trade proposal at all. He stated earlier today that he would rather have Nick Bosa on his defense than Fred Warner.
Yes.
No.
With how the Niners are
No.
structured at the moment, yes. Because Dre Greenlaw can step up and play Mike. He really can. He's right there. He's ready to do it.
Kinlaw?
Dre Greenlaw.
Who's that?
Dre Greenlaw is one of our linebackers. He's a very good player, very fast, hits hard. It's just a little bit about getting his mental edge there, getting his reads just right. But he's right there being able to be a above average middle linebacker in the NFL.
So you'd rather have the number one DN in football, not the number one linebacker? I think that's
with how this team's structured, yes, because they value pass rush over everything. They'll probably draft there again this year.
Who's the defensive coordinator now, though? Because they have a different defensive coordinator.
He's a linebacker guy.
So why would they trade Warner?
Doesn't matter. The scheme doesn't change.
Yeah.
Same scheme, same roster. So Warner get gone. Bring Deshaun to the Bay. We got the new protection. We got Alex Mack at center now. We got Trent Williams, the highest paid O-lineman in history at left tackle. It's a line that's hard to beat right now. I think it's number one in the NFL easily. This team is going to be on their way to SoFi Stadium come next February.
Yes, as you can see on
Keep the receipts.
Yeah, we have all the receipts for when Tom Brady knocks him off next season. The greatest quarterback to ever do it, and the best in the NFL.
He will not be knocking off Deshaun Watson with this offense and this defense.
He will be beating the 49ers.
I'm not too sure about that, but the Niners...
Right, because he wasn't going to beat the Chiefs either, right?
Brought
he wasn't
back this guy as well.
Rodgers, right? Yeah.
He won't be able to beat this guy.
Who? Yeah, okay, sure.
He won't be able to beat the Juice, which is another player we brought back in free agency, along with Jason Verrett. We're set up to be the number one contender next year. You can't tell me anything different.
Yeah, again, the Bucs just won the Super Bowl.
No.
And they re-signed all three guys. This man is on record on this podcast saying that they would not re-sign. They would not re-sign Barrett or Godwin. Or what was the other guy? Levante David.
No, but
they're all Buccaneers for 2021.
But we agreed Levante David got robbed. I did not take into account that he was going to get robbed.
You didn't take into account of the Tom Brady effect.
Levante David, top 5 linebacker in the NFL. He's getting, $6 million a year?
That's right. He's on the Tom Brady effect.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't take into account the Tom Brady effect.
That's right.
But the Niners are right there with the Bucs and the Chiefs. Those are the top 3. I don't see anybody else coming close.
No.
Who?
I think the Niners are probably 4th. I think the Rams are better than them.
No, don't give me that. They just beat the Rams 2 times with
Yeah,
backup
don't
quarterbacks.
Don't sleep on the Bengals.
Yes,
Coming up
don't
next
sleep
year.
on the Bengals.
Do not sleep
I
on
am
the
sleeping on
Bengals.
the Chargers, however.
I'm sound asleep on the Chargers. This team, if they're seriously going to consider rolling out Justin Herbert next year at quarterback, they might as well just quit. I mean, this is going to be a 1-15 team, 2-14 team. They had to get in a new O-line for him because he doesn't know how to pick up blitzes or anything, so they're going to have to rely on their
Chargers
offensive
are
line.
9-7 in 2021.
Yeah, that's blasphemy.
I don't know how you could say that's blasphemy.
Because they have a problem with quarterback.
Their problem was the offensive line.
And
32nd best offensive line in the league.
Mm-hmm.
They just added a guy. I don't know who he was. I know he was good though.
Well, they were
They just
32nd.
lost.
They were 32nd in the league because they were getting picked up by the wrong guys by the quarterback.
Yeah, and
Who's
they
going
just
on
lost
to
Hunter
pick up
Henry,
too.
too.
They just lost Hunter Henry.
That
too.
hurts. That does hurt. That hurts.
I mean, Herbert has plenty of weapons. I mean, he just was terrible last year.
But you know what's going to
The guy
happen?
can't win games.
Kyle Pitts to the Chargers. How you feel about that?
Oh, I mean, as a Florida fan, I would be fired up for any team that Kyle Pitts goes to, except the Chargers, because he's going to be a Hall of Fame man. He's on a Hall of Fame career trajectory.
Unless
he's gonna lose his knee by week 8 with this bum in San Diego throwing him the football. You just can't.
Kyle Pitts, top 4 offensive rookie of the year candidate with Justin Herbert throwing him the football.
He's going to the Hall of Fame. He's not going to win the rookie of the year.
No, he won't. He'll be top 4. Top 4.
No, he would have to go to the Eagles and work with Jalen Hurts, a guy who knows how to roll outside the pocket and get his playmakers the ball.
Exactly.
I think Kyle Pitts would win Rookie of the Year there. And
if we can, we're going to put some Herbert clips of him throwing some dimes outside the pocket.
We're gonna also
where he threw a pick to Winovich. That was a great throw.
Yeah, put that one in.
Trying to protect him a little bit and keep that pass rush away. 3rd and 3. Moving that pocket. Here's Herbert, and it's intercepted by Winovich.
Hold on, here's the last thing here, quick on quarterbacks. What was I going to say here? What was I going to say here? I was going to say something good, something really that would have contributed to the conversation. Wow, man.
It's too bad. All right, last night,
Get back to
the
it.
Boston Celtics dropped the game to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were losing by 20 points at one point. This is a team that is supposedly better than, over half of the league? No, Chris.
Yeah,
Not possible.
I mean, they're an average team. We've talked about it a lot here on this podcast. I know our loyal viewers have been seeing that. But, the Jazz game a couple nights ago, I actually thought they played really well. except defensively in the fourth quarter because they're the 28th best defensive team in the fourth quarter this season, which has been their biggest issue, or one of the biggest issues all season. Another one of their biggest issues all season is respecting opponents. Whenever they play awful teams like the Cavs, they usually get down about 20 in the second quarter and then lose by 7 points like they did last night. Let's just look at some stats here. So Brown and Tatum, I actually thought played pretty well last night. Surprising,
Brown picked up his first assist of the season last night.
4 assists for Brown, 3 for Tatum, not great. But this is what is really driving me crazy with the green teamers.
How'd Kembum do?
He didn't play because he doesn't play back-to-backs right now. Robert Williams, who admittedly he's gotten better.
He was the best player on the team, quoted by you today.
He might be right now. But the green teamers who are, start the Time Lord. The Time Lord needs to play 40 minutes a game. Let's look at what the Time Lord did last night. You can look at the stats, say, he had 13 and 14. He was a minus 13. Let me tell you a little bit about the Time Lord. So he can get some rebounds because he's big and he can jump high.
He shows up to practices on time.
He does not show up to practice on time. Whenever you go up for a shot, he will block the ball as hard as possible. So it is impossible for anybody to get the ball after he blocks it. It just goes flying into the stands. On offense, he is absolutely useless unless you throw him a lob. So I don't know why. What's the big deal about the Time Lord? He has zero skill at all. He's just an athlete. Some more great contributions from the Celtics last night. In 26 minutes, Daniel Tice managed to not score a single point. Good. Semi Ojeleye, who's had to start the last 2 games, 1 for 4. Great game. He sucks. Grant Williams, who was only put on this planet to make me angry. 22 minutes.
Grant.
He played the entire fourth quarter. 1 for 6. And some missed free throws. And Jeff Teague blows. This guy can't do anything right.
It's a season-changing signing right there.
Yeah, a -8 in 15 minutes. This team's a joke. They're a joke. They need to relocate. I don't believe they deserve to play in the city of Boston. I think they need to be relocating or considering it.
Chris, tough night for the C's. But
I need to talk. I remember what I was going to say real quick. We were talking about Rookie of the Years with Kyle Pitts, who will be the winner if he doesn't go to that Chargers organization, whatever they're called. This man, Justin Jefferson, was snubbed out of the Rookie of the Year last season.
Absolutely.
I would say so.
He got snubbed out of that Rookie of the Year. What a joke the NFL is, giving it to bums. It's an embarrassment.
No. Herbert put the stats up. He broke the record.
Now,
but
we're looking at the 2 worst quarterbacks in the league who both have won the Rookie of the Year. Does that not show you anything about the Rookie of the Year?
No.
The quarterbacks.
No. But Justin Jefferson objectively had a better season for how his position performs in the NFL. Herbert, he put the stats up, but no, he didn't deserve it. He's a good quarterback.
Tom Brady win Rookie of the Year?
He's a good quarterback, but
Patrick Mahomes? Deshaun Watson?
no.
All these guys at the top didn't seem to win outside of Kyler Murray. And Joe Burrow is the 8th best quarterback in the league, by the way. That's all I had to say. I mean, this man was snubbed, and it's a damn shame he lost to a bum. I'm going to be making that man a trophy and sending it up to Minnesota.
Excellent.
As he deserves.
Yeah, thank you. It was a Mickey Mouse trophy from Herbert.
It was definitely a Mickey Mouse trophy. This guy, once there are fans in the building too, which there won't be any in the Chargers dome, a dome quarterback, what he is, it's a joke. Once he actually has to go on the road, I mean, don't send him to New England, though, because we know that Patrick Mahomes' wife will just kick out the Patriots fans for saying he sucks. So, I mean...
Well, did you know that Justin Herbert... I just know you suck when you score 0 points against the Patriots. Like, how is that even possible? The Patriots. They suck. This guy blows.
They were real bad last year. And he put on an absolute clinic, an absolute display on how to play quarterback. He couldn't start at Bates College. It was a disgrace.
I agree.
He's going to prove you guys wrong.
The
What's
montage, what's he going to go? 2-14?
The montage of you guys with all your stupid takes is going to be great. It's going to be great. You guys rip on him for no reason besides the fact that his kicker sucked and his O-line sucked and his coach sucked.
And
but you guys don't even acknowledge those points. You don't acknowledge those points.
He had a great coach.
Great coach.
He went 11-5.
Where's Anthony Lynn now? Where's Anthony Lynn now?
I don't know, but he went 12-4 with Phillip Rivers playing quarterback, and Justin Herbert couldn't even come close to that. What did they go, 7-9?
No, they went like
4-12.
4-12. Oh my God. His team sucks.
No. Yes. Herbert does not, though. Yes, the team sucks.
You can't go 4-12 and be a good quarterback. I'm sorry.
Rookie in the NFL, put up record-breaking numbers. Didn't
Empty
deserve Rookie of the Year, but good quarterback.
Empty stats.
Going to be a good team this year. One last point here I want to make. It wasn't all bad for Chris as an NBA fan last night, as his man Jordan Poole went 6 for 11 from three-point land, 50% shooting from the field, dropped 23 points, overshadowed by Curry falling on his butt and hurting his tailbone. But Jordan Poole, great game last night as the Warriors win.
They won by 17. Oh, they won by 14? Oh, okay, sorry. So they won by 17, my bad.
Yeah.
That'll be it. Thank you for joining us. We'll keep you guys updated on March Madness through our social media channels and look forward to an update on March Madness next week and our next episode. Thank you very much for joining us.